Welcome to Chorfs Supreme. We're back with what started everything, the Chaos Dwarves. We're going to start, claim our initial province, do some battles, as all of these go. I wanted to talk about the lore I've been hinting at. I cemented it down, I have it written here, just some bullshit to give me some like roleplay-esque reasons why I'm inside all of these characters. Pause. Why I'm playing all these characters. And essentially, I just had former mortal being lost in the warp or in the chaos realms, became a demon of Tzeentch, so a changeling, and essentially I'm just either possessing these people or just, I don't know, eating them and becoming them, and that I'm creating empires, different timelines, maybe. I have a whole bunch of theories written here. It's let me read it out like a dumbass. Different timelines? Question mark dot dot dot. Or creating empire for Tzeentch dot dot dot. Who knows dot dot dot. Some nerdy ass writing, dude. I do, however, I love Chaos Dwarfs. I'm gonna say that. I love playing them. I love being them. This is badass. Like, look at this. We've got fucking rocket launchers. Yeah, it's not the best thing, but it's great. And we've got a solid front line. And then we've just got absolute beasts. Like, our lord is just fighting this dude. And there is literally, like, no issue, no restraint, no nothing. He fucking kicked their asses, and we have firing squads of, like, these gunmen. I don't know. I don't really like... So with the other Chaos Dwarves, I had a reason to do Hobgoblins because I had the dude that buffed them. Well, with this guy, I'm going like, he buffs War Machines. I'm going full War Machine. I'm playing him properly with his, like, Doom stack that he can buff. And then, outside of that, I don't fucking know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do maybe, like, one of my secondary armies. Like, some of my secondary holding armies to hold the territory will, of course, be, like, orcs and slaves and shit. Like, you know, the units we are about to lose in this battle if we fought it. Like, just some of those fodder that help hold a settlement. But then I think I'll probably make a hobgoblin army at some point. Like, I'll make different armies to buff different things. I do think, however, how this plays out is a bit different. Like, for sure. The Wolf Riders, the firing lines, and everything are a lot different than how dwarves do it. It's not bad. It's essentially the same thing late game, but I feel especially early game because your artillery pieces are such, like, beasts in of themselves that they, you know, you don't have to create these, like, circle shoe, what are they called, like, horseshoe kind of protective areas. You can kind of plow your way through. And that's why I really do love being the dwarves and the Chaos Dwarves. They offer such, like, a different play style. I mean, dwarves are my absolute favorite. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, dwarves and Skaven, especially modded Skaven, I've learned, are just absolute beasts. Like, it is lovely to play them. We've got that and that. Let's get our second lord up here. Just something basic. What is that? Leadership, cooldown. No, is there something a little bit better? Come on. It's the same thing. What's hatred? No. What is this? Ooh. Maybe. I'm checking it again. I'm like, let's get him. Let's get him. We're gonna get him up with, yeah, we have enough money for it. We'll give him some slaves or something. Now we gotta do our caravans. These are absolutely my favorite thing. I think if I ever were to play, I've talked about that modded character. I want to make the Mantis one, like the Great Mantis, whatever, that makes the white orcs and has like the necklaces of invulnerability. I find all that so badass. I want to make that character, but recently I've been thinking about like caravan systems. I wish there was a way to make a faction that was a horde faction, but they just caravanned about. Like you set a route, you spent a certain amount of money or another resource, and you traveled there with that route, with those resources, just as your one faction. So like a trade caravan, a roaming mercenary, and then you have battles on the way, or if you're going there to be a mercenary, you have battles there. Like, I think that would be so fucking cool. I don't know how the fuck that'd be modded in, because it feels, like it wouldn't work. But yeah. We've got our 2 dwarf guys. Our chaos dwarves are going to go hard. Yeah, they're already getting... I always like to choose replenishment until I've leveled them up. Plus, that's not a very good unit. It's just some archers. And I like to make these a bit of doom stacks because they don't really charge you any money. I'm going to pop a... real quick. Pop a save. Or did I pop a save? I don't fucking know. I went to hover over it and I remembered that, I'm not save scumming. Or, yeah, because I didn't save scum much. Except for battles. So I think I didn't even save there. I'm not sure. I'm gonna review the footage, gamers. Pics or it didn't happen is all I'm saying. Pics of me saving or it didn't happen. Auto-resolve that. Battles 1. Shit to do. I mean, I wish there was rune crafting with Chaos Dwarves. I know the Tower of Za kind of makes up for it. Za. Yo, Za, dude. Grimgor, of course. You know him. He's going to go to war with me. He's at war with my ally, I think, or he may have just backed right over them and came to me. Beast, but cargo. Early game, it's not really worth it. Later on, I would do that, especially because later on you're getting a beast every, one. This one lets me choose beast or beast. So it's a Nurgle or Slanesh. Or is that Zinch? And Nurgle's going to be a beefy HP pool. They come after me. I mean, that's essentially sacrificing all of my disposable units to take out a Grimgor fucking absolute ass stack. Like a jerkbag stack. Let's look at this map. It's a straight on map. There's no advantages. I've got to take it. There's not much I could have done there, realistically. Like, maybe I didn't lose my dwarves. And that's, in the best situation. Sorry, I was fiddling with the microphone. Character wounded or lock the underway or something. It doesn't matter. I didn't need the extra armaments just to wound a guy. And that choice actually came up a shit ton of times. And I just took the same option every time. I chose armament for a newly recruited guy. I was like, well, fuck you, dude. I recruit you and you instantly hoard armaments. Fuck you. But other than that, no, I'm taking the normal option. We have a nice little stack here. We've got a mammoth here. We've got, these fiends. We've got some gunmen. It's going to be a little bit of a tough battle. I mean, duh. Look at these guys. I love them. They're like little dolphins underneath. And then we've got, just pretty fucking tough battle. But we've got 2 monsters, and monster units are just absolute beasts. There's the case that they just run through your line like that. And then there's the other case where they just, fucking get in the middle of you and just stomp the shit out of you. Yeah, the War Mammoth isn't winning any fights right now, especially without buffing from a Norskin hero, but he is going to absolutely eat alive half of any units surrounded around him before he breaks and falls to like fucking dust. It's, I don't know, it's something. It was a good battle. Our gunmen, once we drove off the infantry, just set up pretty solid firing lines, and our two beasts were just hard at work. And then I also got to like have what, no losses. That's pretty good. I mean, I hate that our units degrade over time, but I thought our friend was going to go to war with us here. So I retreated. I needed to retreat anyway to get even more war machines. Tower of Tsar, I always kind of play this. I don't think it's really needed to include until later on when we've claimed most of the seats. Early game, I typically focus like armaments per turn and stuff, so like the industry one, and then sometimes I'll take the military one, like that. Fuck, I forget which one it is. Doesn't matter much, does it? Either way, let's get some more war machines, like I said. I mean, we can barely afford them, but I mean, skullcrackers and stuff just eat the fucking enemy units alive. There's no real excuse for how absolutely insanely tough skullcrackers go. I mean, I love all these units. It's a great roster. I can't wait till it's expanded farther. Like, I think it would be great if we could get some more ogre units, just some more shit. This was our brand new caravan. He attacked it, and it fucking wiped him out. It's so freaking stupid. And wait, that might not be our brand new. That might be... No, that is brand new. Or maybe it's gone on one trip. Didn't much matter. We wiped them the fuck out, which is great. Now we gotta choose these gifts. I love these ones. The Hashot stuff. It's a great little choice to be had. You know, it gives you a little bonus. Right now, we're in desperate need of basically everything. It's early game. The only issue with pushing forward and like fighting further into Grimgore's territory, or even the Ogre Mountains, is that yeah, there's monuments and stuff, but I mean, wait. We don't really have a challenge up north, so we aren't guarding multiple sides. Maybe to the east, maybe. I don't think that Tzeentchian faction would ever go to war with me. I think they kind of know their worth, and like they of course are a legendary lord, so I'm not saying that they're like not a strong faction, but I think they implicitly kind of understand my power level, especially with the lord back there guarding my territory and the fact I've let them have one of the cities in a province. These ogres certainly don't know their place. I don't know this dude. He's not a legendary lord. I don't have Mixu's unlocker installed. I can't wait to see what she does for... I'm assuming Mixu's a she. Sorry. I want to see what they do. For, yeah, we have to cover our... I cannot, do that, but, point stands. I want to see what, Mixu does for, like, you know, all the new factions, like, unlocking those. As I really have loved Warhammer 2 with her unlocker. Like, some of them, you know, feel pretty bleh. But others, you know, it was fun playing like more minor factions. Like, I'll show you guys my saves sometime, like in my Warhammer 2 series. But for modded Warhammer 2 playing Mixu's characters, I had 4 to 5 ones where I was defeated by turn 17 and I restarted before doing the campaign again. Like, it was crazy. I'm gonna take the shield. For sure gonna take the shield. There's no reason not to take the shield here. The shield just... I mean, if Physical resistance, ammunition, our own way. I might take that one sometime. But the shield, especially, like... Yeah, especially with what we're doing here. And this dude up here assaulting our thing. Now, I think I could win that battle. But I traded some settlements to Grimgor for a peace treaty. He did not like that, did he? Yeah, he liked this one. It was a much more valuable settlement. I gave it to him. We got a peace treaty. I got out with one of his settlements. And I headed up here. The dude retreated. I mean, of course he retreated. He set up a little campsite and went to ambush. I fucked up his camp. I'm not going to let there be like a 20-stack camp right by my faction. When I do inevitably mod Warhammer 3, which I think is going to be like after Bannerlord and Battle Brothers, I'm for sure going to install like a camps have movement range and a couple other things like that, because and some quality of life. I mean, I have those for Warhammer 2, like the recruit defeat legendary lords and stuff. I just find that shit so helpful. Like, there's no reason to let yourself suffer. I'm probably going to install a faction economy one, because I'm playing Warhammer 2, and these dudes have one settlement, like a tier 2 settlement with like a garrison building and then a military building, and they're fielding 2 like fucking armies, and I'm just having an aneurysm looking at it. We're gonna move on over here. Go war with these guys. I think it's a good way to just make sure we're making our moves and we aren't not expanding. I like to stay on that grind, as it were, keep moving outwards and taking settlements. I mean, securing over here would secure us a retreatable path if, we were to lose our front settlements, which I don't think we will. We have a guarding army over there, and we also have a partially aligned faction. I'm going to go war with these guys now. I'm going to go ahead and take this real quick. The gate, they barely had it. We're going to take it. We're going to build it up. It'll be good. And then we'll head for their final couple settlements here on the other side of the gate. And then on the far side of the gate, I'm actually going to barter for peace, because I do not want to push into Cathay. Easy enough battles all around. I don't know. Norska, especially these chaos tribes, really do need to get developed. I mean, I'm glad they can recruit from their chaos overlord, but Norska needs an update. Every faction essentially needs an update, even the ones they introduced. Fucking Nurgle's unplayable. Tzeentch is meh. Every single faction in its current state, that includes Kislev, needs an update. It's kind of bleh. I would like some cargo. I think I'm gonna claim some cargo. I don't know. They're high elves. They're nothing. They've not been updated in forever either. And that was easy enough. Yeah, we ate them alive. I like doing the money off of the caravan ones. They came up here. They attacked our wall. They just, luckily, they sacked it. They didn't take it. Because if they took it, they could have pushed through, and that would have sucked. And now we've got this one. And, Tomb Kings are nothing. They're not updated either, and they underperform. And then we've got them begging for peace. We've got their last settlement. No, I'm not giving up. I was on their last settlement's doorstep. We're going to real quick push up here. That reinforcing army is... Yeah, dude, is it worth waiting? Let's consider our options. Is 2 skullcrackers are not heaven sent. Like, they are just skullcrackers. We can move this shit around as much as we want. It doesn't mean it's gonna do more for us. I'm willing to lose 1 skullcracker. We're gonna take this at like level 2, I guess. I mean, we have some influence to spare. A lot of influence to spare. Holy cow. Yeah, and they retreat. Not sure how that's possible. Either way, some ogres came to tax us, which is fair. We beat the fucking britches off of them. They were like, you will give us money. We're like, okay, we'll fucking kill you. That's exactly how that went. Labor or regen. Then Clan Eshin came to us. Let me get another drink. Let's look at... they changed the recipe of this orange cream soda from my games shop. I can tell they changed it. It's not good anymore. It's not familiar. Ugh. Either way, back on topic. They want military access because they sued for peace. And now we have some friends to be made, some trade agreements. We can use them as an essential buffer against Cathay. We can use them as a buffer against Archeon or whoever ends up coming from the north. Then over here, what do we got? It's his little tribal gimp. He came to us with a trade. I said gimp with such visceral. Fucking gimp. What are you wearing, a little leather suit? And we've got the full military agreement. He paid us for both. He has 1 settlement, essentially no armies, but we're not going to let him lose. There's a lot of agreements to be had. Our allies are going to war with Goldtooth. We're going to enter on the side of our allies. We're just going to push hard against Goldtooth until they sue for peace. Like, we're just going to essentially fight pretty fucking hard on his behalf. Make Goldtooth sue us for peace so we don't get any diplomatic relations. He wants us to also go to war with them. But how am I supposed to go to war with Goldtooth if I'm getting attacked by fucking Grimgore's Doom stacks? This dude, the Blessed Dread, wants me to, essentially, are we gonna accept this beast and then build weapons or build construction? Construction's worth it. Point stance. I'm not sure why I'm saying that so much. I don't want to get attacked from behind while I'm fighting off Goldtooth to force peace. And these guys are getting more and more desperate. They want to add my military power to them, and then these guys only have this gate. I was hoping they could hold it essentially forever, because, having a stack and then the gate, you're holding it pretty fucking well. And I wanted to go do this fight here to get one of my items and some influence. And it's an easy one. It's just versus a bunch of goblins and stuff. And we're pretty set in our ways. We're almost to our end game army. I think we're missing like some Dreadquake mortars. But outside of that, we're pretty much at the end. So, let's treat this like my normal quest battles at the end where I'm showing off all my unique little items I've gathered. Show and tell, show and tell. Look at my little army. Fuck yeah, dude. I gotta love that shit. Look at all those artillery pieces. It's so fucking badass. I love this fucking game, dude, so much. No matter what, let's get on in here and get to the actual battle. I mean, let's not delay it with dialogue for too long. Some of our artillery pieces are already going insane. I wanted to use this ridge to the best of its advantage, especially with most of our artillery having arcs. I mean, there's no reason not to use those arcs to their fullest, especially with, like, firing lines, our fire lances. We have a solid front line. I forget if they are actually the top troops or if they are like one below the top troops. I think it's fully possible that our front linesmen, those infernal guards or whatever, they might not be the top of the top. I think they are, but I also think there might be one above them. We send in all of our war machines, artillery pieces, rain fire upon these guys. We use spells to disperse the crowd. They'll be fleeing in no time. Like, I mean, it's absolutely horrifying, the leadership, when there's just dudes spamming like fire magic into you. We're adjusting our approach. We're adjusting all of our units to create a solid line here, actually facing the oncoming threat, because we made the other group retreat. There's the one off to the left. I kind of wanted to let those allied troops deal with it. I knew they wouldn't be perfect at it, but I could also just send my war machines in there and have all the rest of our troops face these guys over here. Look at that. I love the flaming skull. It's such a good, just little crowd clearing ability. I've used it to just wipe so many. Our legendary lord is being an absolute beast. All of our trains are being absolute beasts. There's nothing to be lost here. We're doing absolutely perfectly. We're adjusting our lines. I mean, this is great. Yeah, no, there's really no negativity here. We're doing absolutely fucking lovely. And then we're going to have another quest battle after this, or maybe another battle of some kind. Doesn't matter in the end. We have our lord. We have everything else. We're doing great. So go ahead and make sure none of these archers and shit are able to do anything. I mean, they can't really. Sorry if I'm a little bit out of breath. I don't know why I am. I guys got up and fucking ran up the stairs and shit. That shouldn't be making me out of breath, but I guess the gym took a lot out of me today. I'm a little bit sick, so give me the benefit of the doubt. Let's keep bombing these guys, keep doing what we need to do. We're kind of clustered up, but they'll be retreating soon enough. If not, yeah, exactly right now. Okay, let's take our reward, either a heal or some money. It's not a lot of money. Might be worth the laborers, though. Yeah. And there we get our thing. And then I think we're going to have to fight these guys. They're dwarves. I mean, we could maybe win. We're not gonna. But we could maybe win. There's a chance. Like, if we hoped and prayed and, you know, another army was reinforcing us, then there was a chance. We're gonna fight long and hard, take them down. That's how shit goes. Totally not what's gonna happen, but hey, either way. I was seeing if they could hit us. They could. So there was no point in anything. We couldn't stay back there, force them to come to us. We pushed our front line up into them. We fucked up their gyrocopter almost instantly. I mean, fire lances are not bad troops. Like, they're great. They're absolute beasts. They deal so much damage. And they are just gone. Holy fuck. Look at that health bar. They are gone. Oh my god. Never mind. They are not holding out. They aren't doing anything. They got brutally molested in a KFC bathroom. This was not the end my caravan deserved, but it's the end it received. Well, I don't think this is the end, in all honesty. I mean, a lot of our troops are fleeing. They aren't dying, which is, you know, it's okay. We're going to, yeah, there we go. Unit losses. I mean, we turned a sure loss into a valiant defeat. I mean, I'll take it. Decisive loss, valiant defeat. And now we're moving into Gold Tooth. We're going to take out his camps up here on the front line. We aren't going to let him have that shit at all. No way, Jose. I mean, That would be more of a trouble for me in the long run than anything. Because he can up that shit to a 20 stack for 0 upkeep. Not that he has to pay upkeep. And then immediately he's like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Yeah, he sued for peace. He's given me a ton of money for peace. I'm not even sure where I got the term sued for peace. That's my bad, gamers. But yeah, no. He sued at the 30-minute mark. Holy shit, 30 fucking minutes. I forgot that this episode's like 42 minutes long. Ain't no one watching all this. Fuck that shit. They can, yeah, how many TikToks can they watch in that time? Like 400? Ain't no fucking way. But no, we'll accept it. And then Clan Eshin wants something of us. What do they want? What do you want? Little rat man. Ooh, they're thinking of going to war with me to retreat from their front line. About the silliest bullshit I've ever heard. Yeah, about. I mean, stupidest bullshit I've ever heard, but they can for sure try. I also love this dude. He's an absolute beast. He's Solix Sun Eater. Like, he is not losing right now. Like, yeah, he has not claimed any more territory, but he's not been losing. He's not been driven back. I mean, I'm not going to join him in war, but he is an absolute fucking monster. I wanted to trade him some settlements. Yeah, I'll actually take his offer. You know what? Going to war with the orcs ain't that bad. We can claim their territory, and then we can act as a buffer for him to make sure he doesn't keep getting brutally attacked by every other fucking faction to the south. We'll protect him a little bit. You know, he's acted as our protector for a while. We have our doom stack. There's no reason for us to, leave him out to dry. Oh my gosh. My tummy rumbles. What the fuck? I just had food. I've eaten a lot for it being 10 a.m. I mean, I have been up like 6 hours, but still. Occupied as like an outpost, I guess. Outpost or a factory. Yeah, factories are more defensible. That's fine. He is huge. He is what we could have been. He is a powerhouse, and we are going to accept any deal he gives to us or wants to do with us. It's worthwhile. I mean, there's no reason it wouldn't be. It's just free money and a friend and a buffer over there to the west. We're going to actually claim this territory just so we can have the capital and have a easily defensible route from the west. You know, that's why I love mountain ranges, is that you only have to do these choke points. Like, mountain ranges, islands, and shit. Like, they're kind of goated. You just have these fucking little choke points. If you can't tell, my army is saving room for Dreadcrake mortars. Let's hope those are fun. Well, I mean, they are fun. They're great fucking little pieces of machinery. What does he want us to do? War with Goldtooth? Come on. Spit it out. Dude, I've taken the territory in front of you. He has to push through my territory to go bite you now. Just defend your fucking settlement. Like, come on, dude. He's, like, begging me for no fucking reason. He can protect himself. I believe in him. More and more territory under our belt. Don't ever imply I'm not an expansionist. I certainly am. I'm just slow about it. Like, I love having little to no territory and then exploding outwards. Like, yeah, a fun campaign where you capture everything and just sweep ever forward while upgrading your home territory to get a better and better army to keep steamrolling is fun. but also getting that great army and then pushing outwards is such a pleasing fucking experience. Like, unbelievably so. We're gonna go up here. There's two factions over here. Both of them don't like us. Or maybe not. I think it's just Grimgor and his little garrison. I thought this was a gold tooth settlement. Either way, we took the absolute shit out of that. There, we took their capital. We can occupy either 1 or 2. 2 is going to be worthwhile, and we have so much of the prestige that we can buy other factions whenever we please. I'm gonna eventually, not yet, eventually, we're gonna push down here. I think this is basically his last settlement. He was thinking of raiding the Tower of Czar, the actual settlement. We aren't gonna let that shit happen. Look at that. It's a doom stack of all valuable units. What the hell? Oh my gosh. I thought shit glitched for a second there. We're about to show off this army. Yeah, we don't have our mortars yet. But I mean, that doesn't mean we're not like a valued stack. This is still an absolute beast. And we're still going to absolutely kick some fucking ass. Let's do this shit. What are we doing over here? Yeah, that'll work. Skullcrackers can't really hide, can they? Oh my god. We're just going to bomb the absolute shit out of them. I don't even care if you're fucking valued. What are they called? Regiments of Renown. We're going to eat you guys alive. This is what artillery does. This is the greatest shit ever. And then we've got these solid front lines. We had the one dudes behind the back. We were waiting for them to flank. We did not let them flank. We pulled our units out here to the side. We pulled one of our gunmen out to the side to help, not let them assault that front. They chose 2 fronts, which is fine. Our lord is also just a beast with a bunch of abilities. And we've got these trains and stuff out at the front. They're beasts in melee combat. So are skullcrackers. So we're going to use those to chase down troops. Use artillery to bombard. Front lines are going to hold strong. We're going to keep shooting down using our war machines and our lords as their, grouping them up so our ones can shoot at them. This is just a great little battle, a great little show of dwarven might. We send our trains out to shoot at some guys. I do like that they can shoot, but I don't know. I kind of feel like they're melee troops, just like the skullcrackers. Even if they aren't, I was under that impression. Go grab that one. That one. Yeah, this is a lot better of a Chaos Dwarf campaign than our first one. I just don't think I understood army composition at that time. I kind of thought about it like dwarves. Or maybe I was a bit confused about it. The world will never really know. All I know is that I just wasn't the best at it. We're going to sign some agreements here, some more negotiating to be had. With that great victory there over the orcs, there's a ton of factions lining up to be my friend, and I was going to take full advantage of that. Drain as much money from these people as possible, force them to be our friends. Now, a lot of them, oh my gosh, dude. I'm not going to include all of this, but I will negotiate with them all. There's no reason not to negotiate with them all. We gotta edit that out, though. Then this, our original territory in Grimgor's territory, that we lost all that time ago to these Chaos Spawn, went ahead and took it back. That finishes our little, finishes our little thing here. We might have to fight here. We're gonna have to fight here. It's not where we might have to. We're gonna have to absolutely fight here. It's a loss, too, against these Chaos Warriors, but it shouldn't be a loss. We have a bunch of one-unit beasts that we can send after their hell cannons and stuff. It's not going to be a hard fight at all, I'd have to believe. Let's head on in here. There we go. Let's go here. We'll just push forward. I think they divide their forces because this doesn't look like the whole forces. but we'll just hard push what forces we can see, especially since we have a bunch of beasts. There's no real reason to not do it. And then there's the other forces over to the right. We just didn't see them off the bat. Should be easy enough to push up there and fuck them up too. With that, we're pretty much at the end, aren't we? Like, that is basically everything. This is our last caravan battle, our last everything. There wasn't a whole lot of quest battles, was there? That's unfortunate. Maybe I didn't do them all, but this is what I wanted from this. And we essentially did everything. Here we are. Like, this is, full circle, if anything. I don't know what to say. It means the world to me. It fucking does. I've really enjoyed Warhammer 3. Now, that does not mean we're done. We've still got 2 more factions to go hard in. And then we'll switch on over to Warhammer 2. There's so much more fun to be had. We aren't done by any means, and we'll soon be back for Warhammer 3. Next DLC, next anything. Modding, there's a lot to be done. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. I can't fucking wait at all. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or whenever you're watching this. Hope you guys come back for more. If not, I hope you enjoyed your time here. I hope to see you guys again next time. If not, that's all right. Positive affirmations as always. Series is really sentimental to me. Getting to play Chaos Dwarves, a faction I'm endeared to. The faction start off essentially my channel. Like, let's not bullshit. It jumped my channel from nothing to something. It means the fucking world to me. You guys watch my stuff, that you guys are enjoying this even like months later. I honestly will never be able to get over it. There's always another journey for these characters. Like, even now we're leaving with my character having war declared on them by one of the largest factions in the game. Like, it's not going to be an easy fight. Like, we're going to have to fight tooth and nail to survive that. You know what? That's fun. There's a lot more of these stories even after I'm gone. There's now another faction going to war with us. Anti-player bias. They'll work their way up here. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, viewing, all of it. It means the fucking world to me. I'm not going to beg you to do it. I'm not going to ask you to do it. Just know it means a lot to me when you do, when you decide. Thank you. I can never put into words how thankful I am, how much you guys mean to me. I'll always just ramble, and I'm sorry about that, guys.